Hi, I'm Kelly, or Teacher Kelly as my online students call me, and I'm here today to bring you the Outschool Marketplace Insights. I usually go live every week to bring you weekly reports from Outschool and a few other companies I work for. But if you haven't heard, I do have a video on my channel, but I am going back to being a public school teacher in 2 weeks. So this is my second to last time going live to bring you the weekly reports. I will go live next week, I think. I have some appointments, so. Anyways, if anyone else wants to start doing the, reading the emails from Outschool and other places that you work, go ahead and take over because I won't be able to do it anymore when I'm working full time. It'll be a huge adjustment to go from working at home part-time to in-person full-time, but I'm excited for the opportunities. I do have some videos coming out about how to get like a provisional license in your state and about my job interview and stuff like that. Anyways, let's get to why you're here, and that's for the Marketplace Insights. So let me share my screen. By the way, did you have a good Christmas? If you're watching this later, this is 2 days after Christmas, and that's kind of why I didn't tell anyone I was going live. Okay, here we go. And then this email also had a lot of like extra information, which I will also share. So, okay. Your favorite business insights of 2022. Okay, so keep your eyes on your inbox tomorrow, which is today, the 27th. So here's some different things. Educator stories, teaching teens on Outschool. Do any of you teach teens? Let me know in the chat. 5 easy steps for using coupons. Educator's story, marketing to homeschool families. What are parents looking for? 4 tips for promoting classes, using keywords, one-on-one classes. Build your business, 3 international steps. Business basics, taxes, always after the new year, we got to think about taxes. 5 steps to building a brand, help families find you. Tips for leveling up in 2023, navigating seasonal shifts in enrollments. How do I get enrollments? Are you making these marketing mistakes? Okay, so that's all of that. And now I'm going to share, no order particular, I'm going to share each one and read the bullet points. So if you saw one there that was interesting, I'm going to go ahead and share that. 4 ways to scale your classes. Okay, repeat your class structures, like have a basic structure of how you do it and have that for each class. I'll tell you in a minute about how I didn't do that, and one of my class structures didn't work for one of my students. Keyword, reuse common class elements, like if you always use Kahoot or Canva or Google Slides, Nearpod, whatever it is for you, use that in other classes, but leave room to accommodate different learning styles. Develop templates, that'll help you. In Canva, Adobe, different things, Google Slides. Teach the same material in different formats. So have like a one-time class, an ongoing, a multi-day. I kind of do this. I don't want the same class. Actually, the few flex classes that I have are the exact same class as my ongoing. And then I have, so like for civics, and then I have a one-time that's not exactly the same, but is an overview of the whole class. Okay, and okay, let me tell you about a time that I did not do this. So my book clubs are mostly discussion-based. That's what I started with at Outschool. And then civics is not discussion-based. So one time I had a student come from the book club and try my civics class, and the format did not work out for him. But I mean, his parents loved me in the book classes. I got a lot of compliments, just didn't work. All right, this is are you making these marketing mistakes? Sending the wrong message, direct messaging parents about new classes you're offering or the big next step can be a powerful tool for building long-lasting relationships. You could easily spam though. Nobody likes spam, and then you're going to turn them off. Using too much class time for marketing. Don't do that where you're marketing your class all through other classes, all throughout classes. I usually tend to do this in like one-time classes because they lead into ongoing, and I don't do it throughout, just at the end. And, or flex class, lackluster class listings. You got to draw them in and get them, or that's not going to work either. Use keywords, typos, poor grammar, or hard to read text. So typos in grammar and you're a teacher, ask a friend to help you. I've had friends point things out to me. I'm very grateful. Please do. Hard to read text, nobody's going to read it. Too many punctuation marks in class titles. Never use a period. Do you ever use a period in title? Colons, exclamation points are unprofessional. I try not to even use them in emails, and maybe one tops if it fits. Descriptions without the proper details. What will they learn? What makes your class stand out? What specific and broad topics will you cover? They want to know before they sign up what your class is all about. The set it and forget it mentality. Speaking with any advertising professional, they'll tell you that if you're using marketing campaign, it's a rare one and done process. So always be updating. Did I target the right audience? Did I use my network? Did I get a low number of clicks? All things you could ask yourself. Did I get a good amount of clicks? Can I run a few ads? So anyways, those are some things that you could do. And let me share the next bullet point with the next one with you, which is, how do I get enrollments? Okay. Check whether your profile description and video match your class listing. So if you have one that's like a profile video geared toward little kids and you're not teaching little kids, that might be something. Are you using words that make your classes appear when families search for what you teach? Think about it. Can it have more than one word? Like, do you call it like I teach the Revolutionary War, but I realized later it could also go by the American Revolution. Have both. Be explicit about what your learners will experience in your class. How difficult or easy? What will the class size? What materials? What technology? Participation. Create class funnels. After they finish this, they could try this. Sell your unique perspective and experience to parents. Ask for public reviews. I know that this one's a little controversial. What do you think about that? Offer classes at varied times, if your schedule allows, of course. Review the age range, reevaluate your pricing, find your niche. Consider advertising locally in addition to the internet. Finally, don't be afraid to experiment. And okay, there's a lot of these, so I'll just go over the bullet points. Navigating seasonal shifts, perfect for right now because it is Christmas and New Year's time. So this was back in October that they updated it. The January effect, 50% more bookings. I think of January like the second semester. I noticed bookings are good in January too. Watch for schedule shakeups. Anticipate school semesters. So August or September, and then January. Create camps. So think about when kids are out of school. That's when camps do well. Harness interest in major holidays. So you can do Christmas-themed classes or Thanksgiving, visits from Santa. They have some other ones, Black History, Native Americans. Be flexible. Oh, yeah. Spring break, summer break, and winter breaks in the Northern Hemisphere. They do have, students in Australia, New Zealand, but not as popular. Okay. And help families find you on the web. So this is not just about searching on the Outschool platform, but searching the web for your classes. So they give an example here, kids virtual piano lessons, and then Outschool pops up. So that's a good one. And the 5 steps to building a brand. Okay. Increase awareness. What makes a brand? So I won't read each one of these in details, but I kind of show it to you. And if it looks interesting, you can come back and read this article. And here you can read as I scroll. Okay, got all that. Now do I design a logo? I never really did my own logo. Tell me if you do. Identify your audience. Yeah, don't make it babyish if, you know. All right, so design your image. All right, this just gives you a general idea. And tell me if you do some of these things or if these look, oh, paying taxes as an independent contractor. I just pay someone else to do my taxes. So that's how I get around this. But let me know what you do. So they're talking about setting aside an amount throughout the year. When should you make payments? What deductions? Okay, so they do have some side articles about Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand. So you can get a 1099 from PayPal. And okay, so that gives you a general idea if you want to go back and read that article. It is a little tricky. I'm kind of looking forward to next year being so straightforward, like working a job that's not an independent contractor. And yeah, that'll be easier. Keywords and class descriptions. The short list, use your main keywords in your title and think of synonyms like I was talking about. Include broad and specific language. Avoid emojis, excessive punctuations, hashtags, and abbreviations, unless it's an abbreviation that you think people will search. Search for them as if you were a parent. What would you search for? Identify keywords, define your niche, describe your ideal learner, and research Outschool trends. Outschool is always changing. What matters most? Okay. So again, I'm not reading each one in detail, but just giving you an idea. And if you want to come back later and read these in detail, this will give you an idea. Promote classes with the Outschool logo. I do. Do you use this logo? Promote only approved Outschool classes. Of course, they won't be able to click on the link if you do classes that aren't approved. Don't alter the logo. That is their logo, their company. You can download the logos, and I use this on all my thumbnails for my live streams. Look professional with proper logo placement. So don't put it like right in the hand. Use free online design tools, maybe Canva, things like that, okay? And next I'm gonna do what are parents looking for on Outschool? That should be a good one. Okay, the big questions. Will my child like or love the class? Is this age appropriate? Is the class size right? Will my child like the educator's personality? What will the child do in my class? How difficult or easy? Class topic versus educator. What matters most? When they're signing up for their first class, it's the topic. Obviously, they don't know any teachers. And then when they've already taken a teacher, they might want to re-enroll. You find something you like. Outschool's a marketplace, so you never know what you're going to get with the teachers. So you can see why they'd want to stick with the same teacher once they find one that they like. Personal connection. Remember the little details. Likes, dislikes, you can use the learner notes. I try to do this, but it's hard with like group classes to then remember when you go into class. Balance the voices of different learners in class. That one's a tough one, especially if you get one that the kid likes to dominate. You don't want to interrupt, but you don't want to let them talk too much. Show a genuine interest in what they have to say, and ensure every kid feels welcome. Communication, special skills. So ADD, ADHD, if you have those skills, put them in the description. What parents don't love: poor classroom management, technology issues, strict policy that ignore the learner's needs. This is like, you can't have cameras on when they're extremely shy and they don't like it. Required learner identity check. Requiring the cameras be on for the whole class. Not enough interaction with learners. So these are some things they don't like. And again, this kind of gives you a taste, and then you can go back and read it. Educated stories, marketing your class to homeschool families. Some of it's kind of self-explanatory. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So this is Martha, and she markets to homeschoolers. Know your homeschool audience. There's different types of homeschooling. Unschooling, more structured. Narrow your audience. Your personality, teaching style, and expertise play a role. Okay. Prepare to teach during school hours. That's an obvious one. If you're trying to appeal to homeschoolers, you're going to teach during the day. And this is perfect. Like, I wanted to teach during my kids' school hours. And then think about what topics, homeschool parents would like. Usually things a parent can't teach themselves. Focus on longer term semester classes. Create classes with siblings in mind. Will their sibling want to take the class too? I usually have large age ranges, which homeschooled families like. Ones coming from the public school don't like that though. Be clear about what your class is about. Break down longer classes into multiple parts, which is fine with ongoing. People can jump in and out, but if it's multi-day, maybe do 4 weeks at a time. Build community. Like, if they love the other people's in the class, then they can't wait for the class. Find success, marketing to homeschool families, how you can tap into marketing. All right, there's 2 more. So, one's about, coupons. 5 easy steps for using coupons to promote your classes. Set a goal. Like, what do you want to achieve with this coupon? Expand your learner and parent base by attracting new learners. This is where the discount sites come into play. Boost enrollments for new classes or class type. Increase the number of re-enrollments you receive. Increase the net profits for a class or business as a whole, right? If you already... I do this when I have one student, because I will teach to one student. I'm like, I'm going to teach it anyway. May as well have more people. And that's when I put it on the discount site. I do not offer coupons for a class with no learners, because then what if I'd just rather do something else with that time. You can attract new learners. They have the flyer generator. The only time I ever used that was Halloween. Post it in your class description. I've done this before. Promote coupon code on social media, promote it. Promote repeat learners. I do this for one-time classes. If you enroll in the ongoing, the first week is, a few dollars off. Offer sibling or family discounts. I do if they ask. Create bulk discounts on one-on-one classes. That would work with, like, if you do your one-on-one with multi-day classes. So, all right, yes, create coupons, share coupons. You get the idea. All right, this is the very last one, educator stories. I'm going to paraphrase this one. If you want to read the whole story, go back and read it later. Educator Stories, How to Teach Online Classes That Engage Teens. I kind of teach teens. My most popular class is 9 to 14. I do some that are like 8 to 13. So I kind of do like young teenagers or preteens. But this is Kathy Wilder's advice. Present yourself authentically when teaching. Like, tell them about the real you. They don't want to fake it. Kind of opposite of little kids. You kind of need to put on the edutainment and be really fake. But with teenagers, you don't. Allow cameras off if possible. It is one of Outschool's rules. I have to say, I allow cameras off, but I don't like it. I don't feel as connected to them, and I also don't get to know them as well, because every week they come and they're just a black screen with their name. I don't get to know them as well, but they can. Let's see. As I don't care if cameras are on as long as they're participating. So yeah, it's especially when they don't participate. If they have the black camera on, it's just a name and they don't say much. I tend not to remember as much about them. Have a framework for respectful class environment. You know, teenagers can get rude. Let teens direct their learning. Let them ask questions. I like when they ask questions, but sometimes they don't. Bring humor. Let's see. Relax and enjoy teen learners. So, and then she has a video, which I won't go into that now. Let's see. Oh, it's 30 minutes. All right. So that is it for the Marketplace Insights. Again, I may go live one more time, but then I won't go live very often anymore. I will be teaching, but I'm going to try to do some more videos about in-person classroom teaching. You know, for the first 3 weeks of January, I have videos already scheduled to come about how to get a provisional license, all about my interview, things like that. But I'll try to do some more. And yeah, I won't be able to go live anymore. If anyone wants to take this over, some people either forget or lose the emails, or they don't feel like reading them themselves, or they miss things, or also just it's fun to discuss them. Go ahead and just take this over, because I won't be able to do it much longer. Thank you for any of you that watched this later. Bye. Sai Jian. See ya.